Welcome. Today we will discuss the topic DHCP. So, before we proceed further, we will just know what is the full form of DHCP. DHCP, as it stands for, is Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. So, what it does is, if there is a DHCP configured router, it will provide the IP addresses to all its hosts, all its clients IPs automatically. So we just don't have to go ahead and configure each and every client separately. It will just, um, you know, it will give the empty IP addresses that are available to those clients. So let's see what we will cover today. We'll see what is DHCP. We'll configure DHCP in a Cisco router, and we will be using Cisco packet tracer for that. We'll check the advantages of DHCP, and also we will get to know some disadvantages of DHCP. Okay, so what is DHCP? DHCP, as I said, is Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. Is a client or server protocol that automatically provides an IP host with its IP address and other related configurations such as the subnet mask and the default gateway. So as I was telling that it provides the IP address to the clients. Okay, so it also provides the subnet mask and the default gateway to that machine or the system, so that it can communicate with other hosts or other clients or other devices that are connected to that network, or maybe in a different network. So that is the reason a default gateway is also required. Okay, so next is DHCP client is the device that are IP address from the router. Client is the device that is getting the IP address from the router. A router is the host. It's the DHCP server. Okay, now we will see how to configure DHCP in a Cisco router. So we will be using this configuration. We will just set up this in Cisco packet tracer. So let's move on to Cisco packet tracer and start the configuration. So first we will bring a router. We will bring two switches. We will be bringing in two systems down here, two systems down here, and now let's connect all these devices. Connect this one to this one, this one to this one, and let's connect the systems, the computers, to the switches, to the switch. You can use any of the ports. We are just using serial. Okay, so it's done. Now let's configure. We don't need to configure the switches because it will be automatically configured. You will see these lights glowing up in a minute. We need to configure the router. We will type no because we want to configure it manually. So we will type in first enable, next we will type in configure terminal. Once we are in the configure terminal interface, we will type in interface fast Ethernet 0x0. This is this port. This is the first Ethernet 0x0 port. So let's get into this interface. Next we will be assigning an IP address to this port. IP address, let's give it 192.168.1.1 and give a subnet mask of 255.255.255.0. So we have assigned the IP address to this interface. Now let's okay, now let's do this. Pull this up, pull this port up. No shutdown. So it's up. Next, we will go back to the configuration terminal interface. Next, we will be checking interface, fast Ethernet. This port is 1 by 0. 1 by 0. We are into this interface now. Let's give the IP address to this interface. It will be IP address. Let's put this interface as 192.168.10.1 and let the subnet mask be 255.255.255.0. So pull up this port of this interface. That is no shutdown. So it's up. So now all the ports are running, but it will not communicate with each other because we haven't given any IP address to these two systems, or another these 4 systems does not have any IP address. We can go ahead and put them, let me show you. We can go ahead and put IP address here manually, but we will not be doing that. We will be doing it automatically, dynamically. So that's DHCP. Okay, so let's exit from this. Now IP DHCP pool. We can give it any name. I will give it 1. Okay, now we press enter. Okay, so now we have entered into DHCP. Now let's give the range. So it will be for the network 192.168.1.0 subnet mask will be 255.255.255.0. The default gateway would be 192.168.1.1. For this network, the default gateway would be 1.1. Okay, so DHCP for this interface is done. Now let's do the DHCP for this interface. We will exit from this. Next, the command will be same: IP DHCP pull. Now let's give this name 10. It would be again network. Now for this one will be 192.168.10.0 because it's a network. 255.255.255.0, and for this default gateway would be 192.168.10.1. So DHCP for both the interfaces are now done. Let's now save this. Now just save this. Now it's done. Now let's see. Now let's check. Fingers crossed. Requesting IP address. It's successful. Let's do for this one. Requesting IP address. It's done. Let's check for this one. It's done. Let's check for this one. It's done. Great. Okay, now we will be checking another thing. Let's see, we can ping from PC0 to PC3. Let's see if we can ping. Ping 192.168.10.3. 10.3 is IP address of this computer. It's 10.3. First we will not get the reply. From the next time we will be getting the reply. The first one is the ARP message that it goes for the recognition. and the next time it would be replying from the first one. Okay, so we have seen how to configure the network, the DHCP server. Now, so what we have done is we have configured this one as DHCP server, this router, and this system got their IP address, the subnet mask, their default gateway automatically from this router. So this router knows whom to share, okay, and what to share. It will give the empty IP addresses that are available with him. It will give those addresses to this. Like we have configured this part of the network. Like we have configured this part of the network as 10.0 network. This part is 10.0 and this part is 1.0. So this router is intelligent enough, because we have configured for this part it is 10.0, it will give 10.2 and 10.3 to this PCs, and 1.2 and 1.3 to this PCs. It will not mix up. Okay, so we have seen how to configure DHCP. Now let's check the advantages of using a DHCP. First is it is reliable IP address configuration. Why is it reliable? Because we can trust it, because it will not give a random, or it will not give a wrong IP address. Suppose if we manually put in, suppose the network is 192.168.1.0 network. Okay, we might not know. Because it might be a huge network we are working on. There are many networks, so we might not know like whether it's a 192.168 1.0 network, or it's a 192.168 100.0 network. But if we use DHCP, it will automatically give that network's IP address once it is connected to that port. So we don't have to worry that it would not give a reliable or a correct IP address. So it can be reliable. It is reliable. Next is it reduce network administration. Like suppose we have 100 computers connected in office. There are suppose 20 networks, there are 100 computers. We just don't have to go in each and every system, just pull up that configuration box and just put in IP. It's a very hectic job for a network administrator. If it's a DHCP, just they click on the DHCP and the IP address and all the things would be taken automatically. So it's easier. Okay, next is large network support. Like if we don't care how many systems are connected. There may be n number of networks connected. We does not have to bother about that, because we just have to click on the DHCP and it would fetch all the informations, required informations automatically. Okay, the next is let's check out some of the disadvantages. I don't think there is any, but let's check. There might be security issues. Yeah, there might be security issues, because suppose there is some stranger coming in to your office and he plugs in the cable, he connects to the network, and if it's a DHCP, he clicks on the DHCP, get DHCP IP, and so it would be getting IP, and it can just communicate with all the other systems in that network, and so it's very dangerous. Server failure. Suppose the DHCP server, the router that's configured, it goes down, it goes wrong. What happens? All the system will be down, because they will not be getting an IP. They will not be getting the DHCP IP from that router. So again, you have to go, and so it's a major issue. Some additional configuration. I don't think that's a disadvantage, because you don't have to go in each and every system. But yes, it's we have to type some commands in the router. Okay, thank you for watching.